even Charlotte Osei.
How did we end here with someone like Charlotte Osei? Someone with what degree and all that motivational 1 year, sorry, yeah. Divorce a Igbo online.
But you motivational speaker, you can't come and tell me that I shouldn't cheat and I shouldn't divorce. Me, one that's why divorce because sometimes I believe that she's contradicting herself.
Nobody has hit my balls before, and no woman dares hit my balls.
You want my attention? You are holding me in the balls. You want to kick him out like mental hero.
I think the boss, no,
I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'm gonna bring the crazy.
Welcome you all fabulous freaky friends. Today let's talk about a topic that is so controversial, a topic that has sparked a lot of conversation online. We've had the gurus, we've had the motivational speakers, we have our families and friends talk about relationship advice. So let's look at the relationship advice versus reality. I know you are interested in this conversation, and of course, I have beautiful, wonderful, and in fact, fabulous guests around me. You are interested in this conversation, so let's go for a quick break and we'll be right back.
I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'm gonna bring the crazy.
Joining us on this conversation, I have Boga Abeku. You all know Boga Abeku. In fact, that's how he's popularly known. A very popular, controversial, and interesting and well-talented performing artist. You can find him all over social media. I also have Opako, ever knowing controversial Opako, and Isaac. Hello, welcome guys.
Thank you very much.
Apart from looking at this topic for today, we've already had so many conversations at the background, and in fact, we're even fighting or having a debate before starting this whole conversation. So I want to start from Abeg. Hello.
Hey.
We are talking about the relationship advice. The other day on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, in our churches, school, teachers, scribe, I'm the founder of relationship advice as well school. And let me start from you. What's your general thoughts on motivational quotes or relationship advice from these experts or well-known people?
Okay, sometimes I don't take my advice from motivational speakers.
Mm-hmm.
I advise myself. I don't, because they are advising it, but they are not following their advice. Do you get what I'm saying?
Is everybody not following their advice?
Some people speak,
Exactly.
but they don't follow their words. Maybe, for example, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you guys to cheat because in a relationship, when you cheat, God will never forgive you. Me, Kate,
Ochiti.
So me, Bogabeku, I will not listen to you.
But are there some of the motivational advices that you've actually listened and lived by?
Oh, yes.
Tell me some.
Like, you shouldn't talk to your girlfriend or your wife anyhow. That one, dear.
And what to say, general, you be aware a motivational.
Thing. But you motivational speaker, you can't come and tell me that I shouldn't cheat and I shouldn't divorce. Me, one that's why divorcing, and I won't cheat or you get it. So some kind they advice and make people tell you I will not take it.
Abako, general motivational quotes. Mommy, motivational quotes back on him. It's centered on relationship.
I don't remember.
Oh, but you can quote Sheldon. Udibedi ododen kafadi banku. What you say?
But I don't also believe in that.
Okay.
Love is beautiful. Love is amazing. Love is sweet if you get it right.
Okay.
People say I'm waiting for the right person. I don't believe there's anybody who is right and anybody who is not right. Sorry. It depends on the connectivity. It depends on how compatible, how understanding. You see, you people should have a simple goal, a simple target, then walk towards that target. Even you walking towards that target, from that, during that journey, there will be a lot of obstacles. How to strive through those obstacles matters most.
You don't believe in motivational quotes advice? You don't believe in them? The one that's centered. Do you really think, Isaac, do you think relationship in general doesn't need an advice? Do you think we can be our own advisors?
Oh,
we don't need
everybody
advice.
needs an advice.
Yes,
But for you to take the advice depends on you. You can advise me. It's up to me to take your advice or not to take the advice. Some advice can even ruin people.
Exactly.
Some advice can ruin people.
And I think people people like, to me, I think weak people like seeking advices from people a lot. People that are weak, okay? Because there are some things that you yourself, you have the brains, you have the eyes. When you see things going wrong, I mean, nobody should promise you that where you're going, there's danger there, there's fire there. All right. So there are some things you yourself as an individual, you should be able to deduce a certain, thing. Like, don't wait for someone to come and tell you that this is how you're supposed to treat your man. This is how you're supposed to treat your woman. Do this to this person. No, we have the common sense thing there. So I don't entirely believe in motivational speakers or those people that when you go to TikTok or YouTube, Facebook, you get to meet them. No, I don't believe in them. I believe in the common sense. I think everyone has it. That is the brain. So, I mean, when you're hungry, I don't tell you to eat. You know you're hungry. So you need to get money and you need to feed yourself. So why do you have to wait for someone to come and advise you on certain things relating to your, personal life? So I don't believe in them.
When we talk about motivational speakers, relationship advisors, counselors, we have other popular people that sometimes, we've come across on social media and we love to listen to. Do you have any of them that you really come across and you love listening to them?
Oh, yes. So an example is Reverend Charlotte Osei.
You love listening to Reverend Charlotte Osei?
I don't, but sometimes I just pop.
She's
Maybe
controversial.
looking on my phone, yes, just watch a video. Sometimes it's enticing, sometimes I don't believe what she's saying because sometimes I believe that she's contradicting herself. Yeah.
Another topic for the day. Well, talking about Charlotte Osei, but very important, but when we come to that, because there is a lot of conversation actually going on surrounding a recent case of Charlotte Osei and his husband. Her husband, we want to talk about that. Oh, motivational speaker be out IT and how many videos be on social media.
Growing up from Cape Coast, I was born and bred at Adesado Estate Village, and I lived a bit at Pedu. And growing up, I used to listen to Dr. Mesa Otebo in the morning, Sundays morning. I don't like church like that.
Hey, no,
I used to be, but he's a human. I used to be.
It was a whole investigation.
He's a human. I used to be a church boy, but I got to a point I didn't like church like that. So I don't go to church, but I listen to Mesa Otebo a lot. And you see, if Mesa Otebo is to teach for like 20 minutes, you'll get 10 minutes out of the teachings being a whole bulk of advice. As I said, it's up to me to take it or leave it. But growing up, he was the one I used to listen. And there was this writer at Nigeria called Praise George. He used to write tracts, and I used to read. But aside those people, there are a few people you just chanced on social media, and you hear certain things they're saying, intriguing, that you feel it's good.
Which of those advices have you actually lived with before?
I have not lived with them, but I listen when I chanced on some of them. But when I chance on something, I feel, asama mami can and papa can a worth listen, and why not? But I don't actually have somebody like Mikotie mami we and papa we na fani then somebody about my brother's Bible. I can pick some portion of the Bible.
Yeah.
I have parents. I have my own personal life experiences. So if I look at us, now, I've already picked something from us.
Exactly.
I have few friends that Bibi Hamia, I feel I should just talk to them about. So me, when I'm ready to marry, I won't go for counseling.
No.
No. This is a sensitive thing I'm telling you. I'm not going for counseling when I want to marry.
We Catholics. I'm a Catholic.
I won't.
It's mandatory. Your church is necessary for you to
seek counseling.
Do you know it's a doctrine?
Education.
Yes. Do you know it's a doctrine?
Yes, it's a
doctrine. It's not something that must compulsorily believed on.
And
I won't. If you're a Catholic, if I'm to marry you, and you insist we go for counsel, you go alone.
Hey!
So,
Not even the council self. Like, if you want me to come to your church self, I'll have to stop the marriage. I won't marry you.
Isaac
I
as
didn't
well.
come. No,
It's
yeah, I
the
didn't come
truth.
because of your
Marriage
church.
shouldn't change my
I came
belief.
because of you.
You can go to your church. I'll go
It's
to my
not
church.
counseling that will ask you to come to my church. It's counseling that will help you prepare for the marriage.
What
I
what
mean,
preparation?
no,
Yes,
Does
because,
he?
you
Does
know,
he? No, the
It's-
pastor.
Abeku.
Listen.
You have to pass through it. In your church, I'm a Catholic, you're a Catholic.
What if the one counseling me doesn't understand what I'm going
Can
through?
I- can I defend- can I def-
They are wise, so
can
I
I
know
def-
almost be to work. Like I say,
Our host-
marital
Our
counsel
host,
helps.
our
you.
host, don't tell me those who wrote or who propounded or who put together counseling are wise. Some are fools.
Oh, that's the truth.
Who told you every motivational
Not
word
every writer is that
I
wise.
know.
But Abeku, do you know why I said I won't go for counseling?
No.
My initiative is that, let's say I've dated Lucia for 2 years. Now listen to the point I'm making. In 2 years, Lucia and I have gone through a lot. And now we have concluded that we are better for each other. So we want to marry. The experiences we've gone through to get to this point, to understand that we are better for each other, is far better than the one I'm going to see from the pastor who doesn't even know where we started, what we've gone through, and what our ambition is.
But you're going through the.
I have good.
I think
I have good experience
Would
with
give opportunity
Lucia.
to the counselor to see your candidate.
See what?
Every crown sound and marriage because there are misunderstandings.
Yes.
There ain't
So,
agreement on it.
We have parents.
You're going
One-
through
one
Don't you have parents?
One
counseling
question.
session, you know,
Don't you
the
have
counselor
parents?
will see that and solve it amicably.
But we have parents.
Exactly.
But this one is a
Okafor.
mandate.
That premarital
For your
education
child.
is
I'm
just
coming.
like
for
a
you to
therapy.
go through.
I'm not marrying for a
Is it,
church. Oh.
is it the same institution that some of them, the pastors are not even married? The same institution. And you want me to go to the person
Who doesn't believe in
who
marriage?
doesn't believe in marriage to counsel me
To
on
marry.
marriage?
Who doesn't believe in marriage?
Hello, Abeku is a performing artist. Or
No.
School of Legon perform. Teachers funny be tre omo asane in jump to folk out to write them. Once they don't even sing.
It's for academic purposes.
Teach Abeku.
That is
to
for
be
academic
very popular
purposes.
Performing artist. So.
Hey.
They say I'm not
That's for
attacking.
academic
He says-
purposes.
No, he says something. He says something that
Uh-huh.
some of them don't know marriage or something
Yes,
like
you
that.
have to be in it. You have to be in it to
But
advise
that-
you.
no, he-
I
he-
Abeku,
disagree.
Mr.
I
Lemo,
disagree.
let's not go
Can
to
I-
that angle. Because when we go to that angle,
Mhm.
we'll be forced to.
Explain certain things.
No,
and
I
all
said
that
no.
at the
I said
time.
we are trying to hit on certain people.
Okay, okay.
I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that wouldn't be fair.
Okay,
Because
that's fine.
you see, there are some religious bodies who have their belief in that.
Yes.
angle.
But I want
so-
to clear something here.
And I don't want
Some
it
of
to
the
look like.
counselors, maybe I'm not talking about priests. You are talking about priests who are not getting married.
I don't want us to go to that
No,
angle.
the counselors are not priests.
Some of them are not
We
even
have-
pastors
yes,
or reverends.
Some of them are not even pastors or reverends.
But some
We
are.
have-
Some are.
Psychology
Some
therapists.
are.
Some
No,
are
they
even in
psychology
therapists,
but
yes.
they're not counselors.
But some
So-
are. Some are.
So
So
how did we end here with someone like Charlotte Osei
Hey.
being a psychological what did you say, psychological what
Psychological
Relationship.
someone with what degree and all that motivational one year divorce a Igbo online. How did we get here?
Obi
How did we get here?
Human.
wait, he's human.
It's normal.
Obi can social media say on your taboo. Hey, sorry.
No, on your table, on your true.
No, this is freaking.
Yeah, papa. Ojabaka say, Ojabaka so on your table.
Okay,
So
so
human.
So you see, I don't know when this episode will be aired, but it looks like you see. I don't know if Prof. What's the name? What's the title?
Charlotte.
Reverend
Charlotte
Charlotte Odro's
Odro.
incident. I don't know, but me as an individual, I have chanced on few videos. I don't know if
Yes.
there are more, but few videos. I listened to the interview she did with Oheneyere Gifty Auntie.
Yeah.
I watched the one she did with Abeku Santana.
Emilia
few-
Bobbery.
And few ones, and I think the ones she did herself.
Yeah.
With the, you see, she's a lively person, eh? She's very nice, not just in from afar, but I have had the opportunity to say hi to her
Okay.
in few occasions,
Okay.
and I see her to be a very nice person.
Okay.
So what made me decided to read or listen to the videos was when I saw I don't know if I should use the word communicate, but it was the court's something issued. Yes, I think it was almost 20 something headlines. So from the husband. So I read and there are a lot of stuff, and I was like, no. This can't be true.
Yeah.
It's too much. How would a man just sit and say a whole lot about a woman? I mean,
it's about 37.
Exactly, a lot. So in the environment we find ourselves as Ghanaians, we know how we hold ladies. Prestigiously, we don't play with ladies. Yes. So let me find out why the man is saying this whole thing. So I went to watch some videos. It was amazing. Like it was amazing.
What about the video?
There are certain things she was saying in the video. I don't know the state of mind at that particular moment when she was actually doing those submissions. Yes. I don't know the exact time or point or juncture in her marriage that she was making those submissions. Okay, because what I read was actually put together from the beginning to the end of the relationship. But her submissions, I don't know which point in the marriage was she making. But what got my attention most was with Abeku Santana when she was saying that it got to a point she tries hard to provoke the husband, and the husband will just go mute on her, and that is what kills her most.
Isn't that part of love dramas?
Love drama.
You see, between you and I, we may not know if somebody was dying in marriage or somebody was just enjoying love drama. So if a gun was
sometimes women love to provoke.
Okay, so if a gun is if a gun is point on you in a relationship, when you have issues, you consider that as a love drama.
Some fast kind
okay. Will you consider as a love drama?
I can't
drama. Did you say
that one has gotten to the point of life and death, right?
So what point? How would you call it when it got to a point where she has to hit the husband's balls?
Yeah, some women enjoy slapping boyfriends. They enjoy hitting.
See, my host, I love you, Papa. You are so cute, and so nice. But you see, you just said that. That one, it has gotten to a point of death and life. By hitting somebody's balls, it hasn't gotten to a point.
Well, I don't know how it feels. How does it feel?
Nobody has hit my balls before, and no woman dares hit my balls.
No, but that one, why would you even want to try that? I don't understand.
It's a game.
Do you know how it feels?
It's a game.
It's a game.
Yes.
Now, I think the boss,
Okay, so when I hit,
now about our kitchen now, so we my pat little pat of our pat. It's a game.
No.
But from the submission I'm making now, I didn't even say that. But from what you are saying, it could be that it's a normal thing they do.
You see,
if it's a normal thing they
according
do,
to her, she purposely did that to get the attention of the man.
Exactly.
So
because you were provoking me, and I was quiet, and you want my attention, and you are holding me in the balls. You want to kick him out, like mentor her. Hey,
I wish we will get that video.
Yeah.
So as people might not think I'm just making anything out. So I'm sure when the video is ready for a post, we'll get that portion.
But with that kind of video, the submission she was making online, referring to she provoking her husband, how does that relate to relationship advice and the rest?
You see, she didn't actually specifically say why she wanted to provoke the husband, but all she said was they had issues in the marriage, and they get to a point the man will go silent on her. Even when she tries provoking the husband, she will still not mind her. Then she gave an instance that there was a day she actually wanted to she was doing all that she could.
So was she saying all this based on an advice she was giving to the public?
It was a whole interview.
Why did she say that?
It was a whole interview. She didn't just go there to say this and leave.
Yeah.
It was a whole interview.
But according to her,
so if it was an advice to the youth, are you saying we should do that?
No. That's what I'm saying. Was Charlotte Osei actually saying that in a form of advising people.
She was actually not
to-
telling people to
not
go and
to
hit their
hit-
husband's balls.
Uh-huh.
That's what she
She
was
was
saying.
just
She was just telling us
Good.
things that has happened in her relationship
Yes,
or
marriage.
in her marriage. That was what she was saying. So all I'm trying to say is there's so much dark that we can see. As humans, we see darkness because of how we feel. We try to portray it to be light. Just as maybe I like Abeku so much. Because I like Abeku, I won't even open my eyes to understand what Abeku is, what Abeku stands for. The little that he does, hey, I become so. But every human being has something that if you don't take your time, you may not know. Counseling issue. It comes to the counseling issue I was talking about. Let's use Dr. Charlotte Osei's own. Are you trying to tell me that Dr. Charlotte, is it Dr. or Reverend?
Reverend.
Charlotte Osei. Are you trying to tell me that Reverend Charlotte Osei and her husband didn't go through counseling?
They definitely.
They
did.
may have,
Yeah.
but they still have issues. I'm trying to tell you that counseling is not actually the remedy or the Mama me brofono.
Panacea.
It's
Yes,
solve-
to solve marriage
It's
or
true,
to make marriages beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Fine.
true,
No.
but
But you have to
it's
go
a guidance.
To do
It's a-
what?
it's a
Guidance to
guideline.
what?
I'll go through and still have
Hey.
problem. Why will I go through?
People
I
who
am
are
stressed.
not interested in.
Do you know people also
marriage
go
counseling?
for counseling and it break the marriage?
Mm-hmm.
I have somebody at where I work.
Mhm.
They went for counseling for I think 6 months or something. The last month for them to be done with the
Mhm.
counseling was when they broke up.
Exactly.
You know why they broke up?
No.
They went for counseling, and certain things that the man said actually got the attention of the girl and got the man also thinking. So this is what they were doing. Doubting Thomas set in. So if the woman turns like this, the man will be beginning to this turning that the woman has done. Does it has to do with what the pastor said?
Mm-hmm.
When the man does this, the woman will be thinking, hey, so that trust was broken.
Exactly.
As humans, that
Exactly.
trust was broken.
Exactly.
And there was so much doubt, and that was it.
Well, I
So
have.
is it a fault from the counseling?
Counsel-
Yes. If they had not gone for the
see,
counseling,
And if
they were cool for themselves. They were ready to
There were
marry.
things that were even supposed to remain hidden. You see,
Exactly.
there are certain things when you go out and you say it. Meanwhile, you did some bad things with another lady. One country about no, and maybe
But it's your past.
yeah, it's in your past.
It's your past. You don't even want to
You-
talk about
exactly.
it again.
Maybe I need girl also what the yeah. On beso obi abede ebeti one say. Now we are human beings. Say it one akoko asem bi a na mesuma madwina kwachi the last time na me know to one you were doing something like this, you were talking to a certain person. Could it be say sana na wo ye dia say na wo ye bibi say dia any asemesi na you were doing this. You see how things are.
But
Take Two-Face and Annie for example.
Mhm.
Say recently you say Two-Face I proposed to a certain lawyer B, according to them no lawyer no munya asem no lawyer na AD omontem asem amom. She was an intermediator. She's like a family lawyer. Or no see Two-Face near intimo right now no Two-Face ba worry that lawyer no. What do you make of that?
But see, for me, I think it would be better the counseling break that anticipated marriage than me entering into the marriage and then I divorce later. If there is a reason why a relationship needs separate during that counseling process, it has actually saved you from divorce. Oh.
I don't
It
want
has
to, I don't
saved
want
you
to go
from
far. I
divorce.
don't want to go far. But you know that sake of these things and internet you say it is always
go through
good.
counseling and break
No,
up
it
than
is
enter into the
better
marriage
if you
and
go
divorce.
like the courtship thing. No, it is better if you the two of you moon tasting mo.
Saying,
You understand? Taste.
Understand yourself.
Get to know Abeku.
Get to know
Like
yourself.
Abeku will want to know you. Okay.
You don't need everybody
You
to
also
tell
need to
Abeku
know
how,
Abeku.
how Abeku
Said
is for you.
the ne bema city.
Exactly. Know the person yourself.
It's a.
and I'm can now counseling.
Do you know-
One can't show our house.
do you know where I don't, do you know what I don't like? Let me make a quick reference to the Bible again. I'm a Christian. I was born into Christianity. My evangelisms. I believe nothing than Christianity. But you see, the fact that you are my brother and I love you does not mean you don't have flaws. And if I get to see your flaws, I should keep quiet. Just because I love you, you're my brother. So the fact that I'm a Christian, I believe in Christianity, does not mean if there was something that I feel we can talk about it because we are Christians, we should shut up. Now, let me tell you this. You see this counseling thing we are talking about?
Yeah.
Most of the churches believe in counseling. That is the best thing because they believe you are a young guy, you are a young girl, you are fresh or green, and you're entering into a certain journey that you've never done before. So you should be guided. You should be, you should be knowledgeable a bit in what you're going to do. So seek the experts, let them advise you so you will know the path to take. This same path can as well ruin everything that you've built together. So Meme said, the churches shouldn't make counseling compulsory because it's not in the Bible that counseling should be compulsory. They should make it open. If I want to marry Lucia in her church, and both of us think or we feel that we should go and see or seek counseling from the church, we go. But the church shouldn't make it compulsory. Say, you belong to the church, so you have to come. But they accommodate me in my marriage, the church will not accommodate me.
But we see in a role, in a community, in a group or a religion, that there is no set of rules or guidelines. Did you really think everything can be perfect?
The rules are in the Bible. God has already given us rules.
So,
why are we making our own rules?
No,
wait, God has given us rules. The rules are in the Bible. The 10 Commandments is the best rule. Why?
Bible no because you can go and see a text in the Bible, but you can't.
But the Bible has not made it. The Bible has not made. It's not compulsory in the Bible.
We have elders in the
church. I get you. I agree. But I'm saying that some of the churches have their own rules, their own doctrines. Those doctrines are not compulsory from the Bible. And
no, yeah, I say this what change me a Christian. All my principles in life are based on what I see in the Bible.
There was a submission from either you or Abeku saying that some churches counseling is compulsory. And I'm trying to say, the counseling should not be made compulsory. It should be a laid down rule that so be worry. Now, per counseling. You don't get something wrong. Marriage is based on the individual, not the church. Mm-hmm. Get this thing straight. Marriage is on the individual, not the family.
But you know there are some people who need help, but they don't want to accept that they need help.
Oh, what I'm saying, you are not getting me. I have 1, 2, 3. You are my family. Okay, I want to marry. It's nice to tell you that I want to marry because I will need you people at my ceremony. I need you people to support my marriage. But you can't dictate for me as to how I should run my home. It's my responsibility. If it flops, it's me. If it goes well, it's me. But do baby, na me stack it. Now me feel amongst my siblings or my family, I should go to Abeku for this specific advice. I have that right to go to Abeku to seek that advice. But don't make it mandatory. That changing me be worrying me counseling.
You know that you are part of the church, and so worry and I'm worried and case bar. You can't solve it.
That's a case now. My church,
But okay, you feel like counseling is good, but it shouldn't be, let's say, a compulsory.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but all Philip said that premarital education is good. Into like for now, if you want to get married, you do you still think you have a specific person that will counsel on you? Maybe this psychology therapy.
You know the lady, but you need someone to inculcate. Someone to.
I love where you are now. This is where I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying you don't need advice from anybody.
Okay.
My problem is where they've made it compulsory. So I said that if you're my family person, not maybe a warrior, I can choose to come to Abeku that Abeku, I want to marry. But this thing, how do you think? There are certain things I would love to come to you. There are certain things I would love to go to her. But it shouldn't be compulsory. Say, in my church, there are people I may be looking up to. Definitely. So if I want to marry, there are few people I would love to share 1 or 2 things with. But don't make it compulsory. Say such a who even knows that I don't even want the pastor to know what I'm doing. And I said that particular counselor, I mean, person be who me no be a me.
I get it.
You understand?
The Bible preach you are sorry.
The one who can say a crap
There are even
I
problems.
think that is the problem
I'm
with
afraid
that caused
deviates.
Charlotte then Apostle.
Oh, there's a Charlotte.
Oh, I have to say because Senka unim no kwene say enka omo testi omo ho hweye. And omo hu say na we siti a enka
Anka 16 years on 12 times.
Exactly 12 times. Obi sorry, Reverend Charlotte say o papa kra ka kire so fu ni say me bay ube to me. He was warned, say, the lady know about the fan no. When you be our Jew, and the man said, "Oh, I will take it like that." Why? But no, saying KB no tears and no yede. Onya botre no so ba na hwe.
That's all.
I think say that we owe that to ourselves.
Yes,
Say,
we have the right to know the people we want to live with.
So we've all believed that relationship advices or counseling, seeking relationship advice or counseling is good. So now my next question: when we are seeking those advices, should we look at the personality, or we should just take out the message from the person?
What personality?
Which one is the personality does not count?
Who you are
How do you
taking?
even know the person?
Yes, the
Oh, you
counselor
have to.
exactly.
How do you even
You
know the
have
person?
to know the person. You are a counselor, and I know, saying in your community, you are just a counselor in the face of people. By your community, you are like a witch,
Listen.
more than a witch. I
Abeg,
have to know you
Abeg.
before I will take counseling
Fair.
from you.
So I beg we
You
still
have
count.
to know the person.
It still counts to my thing that
Yes,
we are compulsory. I may not want to go to Abeku,
because
but you're making it
on you.
exactly. You're making it
Yes,
compulsory for me
yes,
to
yes,
go to the
yes,
person. You understand?
He or she is a counselor in the face of people.
Of course,
But
by his or her deeds, you know.
Yes.
so how would you know the person?
Anytime I say it shouldn't be
Background check.
compulsory.
How? The things that I may do outside will be different when I'm inside with my family, my wife, and my kids. You understand?
Definitely, I will know your character because character.
Okay, you also have a point.
No.
What he's trying to say is
I get it.
people can really pretend.
Exactly.
I can be. You see, we have some people. Okay, let's bring it to our level. In our normal relationship, you may date a girl. She appears very decent, quiet,
Clean.
but when it comes to things in the bedroom, she will surprise you.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? You may see her outside and you may think she's ignorant, she's naive. But indoors, she will surprise you. So it's applicable to the way we live.
So you
Some
can't
people are
know
very
a person.
pretentious. They can appear very, but they do something.
Exactly.
So I still say, leave the counseling to the individuals to decide who and where and when they want to go seek advice.
Okay, I think it's fine.
Trust me. So the churches should just take
They
off that
shouldn't
thing.
impose.
Yes, they should take it off.
Because me too.
But any free, I'm just cow. Have you also thought of that? No, it's
I
true.
never knew
The counseling is not
take
free.
money for
No,
counseling.
I don't know about
Yes,
churches.
yes. Catholic
But I'm
free.
It's not about my
saying-
churches. Some churches I know.
Yeah,
It's not
just
free.
saying,
You
just
pay for it.
Like
Yeah,
they have
counseling, like-
bodies
Is it
that
marital counseling?
Counseling,
Yes, you pay for it.
No,
Marriage
in the
counseling.
Catholic church, I'm a Catholic. I don't pay
Yes.
for it.
That is why I'm not
Yeah,
mentioning
just-
any church. But I know some churches they pay. I know some friends they've gone for. I used to be an event planner, so I know what I'm saying. There are some churches. There was this guy at Fadama that I planned a whole wedding for. Charlie Ekochia for counseling. I'm not lying.
In his own church.
In the ladies' church.
But as far as relationship advice versus reality is concerned, I really don't think that looking at people's personality also help in a way. And another way, I also think looking at the personality
It's
also.
debatable.
Yes.
Because me,
Because sometimes Madam
I
B,
have
me
to
or Madam
know-
B was yen in the school pan on one worried. Into another be ya wa drink so wa break it. Anything about men
Good.
yeah one
So-
pet because I don't know who you want to say
only come on my Jesus.
That's
to say
exactly
I'm a
the-
friend the feminists.
Yes,
Yes.
feminist.
Everything about men.
You
so
can
I'm
see
not
that kind of
marriage
feminism in
one
you.
pet.
And
Of course I'm a-
She's a feminist. She's a
Oh,
feminist.
Listen,
wait,
You're a
I'm
feminist.
So-
You're a feminist.
Jesus.
You're a feminist.
Let me come in. Listen, I have to know you, the individual.
Yes.
Because as you said, the woman is not married.
In that
but
case,
they
I
be a-
need to
be
know
marriage
you.
way. Now no deal.
Ah, girl be at 24
Obese-
years.
obese no so ama o.
I'm money now.
Obese
today.
no ama o.
So it's good to know the person.
Exactly,
not
before you go
identity,
to.
Not your candidate way.
Adwene
It's
wo ni.
personality in a way that madam on worried that me man come out with more.
Exactly.
Ono ne so ban yeda. No sabe come there. And a man, yeah, research work crowd. See, I will research work if it's not centered on gender.
But the research is somebody's
All my
experience.
work.
Look at that.
The research is
Any
somebody's
gender
experience.
based.
Exactly. So you need to experience your
Your own. What are you
That's
saying?
why I don't like listening to motivational speakers.
Exactly.
They
The research is
read a
somebody's
certain
own.
book somewhere at the
And they have-
university, right, based on someone's experience, and they are compiling a good book.
Now,
Until-
you mentioned university.
Mhm.
You know, most of the lectures, most of the articles and assignment they give to us to do, some of them is their project works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of them is some work they are doing. They just want to tap our knowledge. Then they give it to us, then we write, then they sample it.
You see,
So
the
not-
civil engineers, those students over there studying civil engineers and architecture and all that, some of the projects that they do, they take it to the building council, the higher councils, and they show it to them. These are what the kids are doing. Do you think it will benefit? So most of the projects that you see out there, and some of them, they're students now,
Of course.
assignments now, what they call. That is how they do it.
So the
But-
personality.
But we
being
can-
the
we can ask-
personality.
But-
Ehu hia. In another way, ehu hia and say, I won't say I wouldn't listen to a prostitute when he or she is advising me because or a prostitute. No.
That's true.
Because I'm an ashawo doesn't mean I want someone to be an ashawo. You can be a mother, a prostitute who is a mother. There is no way that prostitute
Why
mother
you
will
touching your
ever
breast?
want their kids.
Why were you touching your breast
Or
when you
their
were saying?
children.
She's a feminist.
No,
She's
I want you
marrying
to
on
answer this.
something.
Why were you touching your breast?
I'm proud
when
of
you-
womanhood.
So touching your breast
I
signifies
didn't
womanhood.
touch.
Sometimes,
I
sometimes,
didn't.
Madam
Hello, I'm not.
Sometimes
But you were
about the
feminist.
Topic, okay, as you're saying,
Mhm.
marriage, you have to go to someone who has married maybe for the past 30 years or 20 years. Someone who name I can't come to you say, who I won't worry that to advise me. I can't go to Ashawu to advise me of the kind of how me worry and those things.
Ashawo be more
No, be a girl. What about it?
But
You get it.
But-
So you have to look at the topic
But
and as
I
somehow
know-
say or discuss.
I know I bet we have a point. But on the other hand, I have what does that mean? Okay. On the other hand, I've had one or two things with Ashao, not as in sleeping with them. I used to work with a certain boss, and he was so much into. He was actually a foreigner.
Okay.
So anytime that he's
comes.
off, I have to go to Kuala, Kuala,
yes, roundabouts.
busy sharp net hono. Exactly. Then I'll go and do arrangement for. And trust me, when we get home and the man is not in, and we just the things that can come from their minds, it's mind blowing. Some of them are so intelligent. Some of them are so experienced. Some of them are doing that. There was this girl, I'll never forget her. She's called Irene. Irene was doing prostitution because she came to Accra to hustle with her sister because they have a sick mother at their village.
Wow.
Then when they were hustling, the sister also fell sick and she was admitted at Kolebu. I had the evidence myself, and she's all alone to save the sister so they can hustle for the mother. So the only thing she's supposed to do is to come to the roadside. Funny enough, the roadside is in provinces.
Yes.
You understand? You can't stand anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And group be any or more jurisdiction.
Yeah.
You can't cross. She doesn't know. So she stands anywhere. And they just throw her up and down. There was this guy, he's still there. He sells toffee, cigarettes, and at one corner. So that's the guy I always go to. So the guy who saw me and said, "Oh, boss, come, boss, come. Boss, today they knew me to correct one." I was like, for real? Oh, call him. The guy, he wasn't seeing the girl. Not knowing, Onya baby engineer. So then push him to one corner. Then he brought the girl. When I saw the girl, me, myself, nanka minyanka, I will use my own thing. The girl is very pretty, very beautiful. So I called her into the car. The first thing I asked her was, are you also here? It was like, today's my first time. I was like, oh, really? But why? Then when she told me the story, I didn't believe because, these people, they can make things out. Until about a week, my boss liked her, so they were doing things. Until a week, my boss was like, oh, I should accompany her to Kolebu today. I was like, are you shitting me? And when the girl started talking, degree holder. Yes. Degree holder. She's schooled, like, I think UCC or something, I forgot it. Degree holder. She's schooled. She's intelligent. But due to life, that is where she found herself. It doesn't mean that that person has nothing to offer. At the same place, you can get one stupid one B. from day one, she's been fooling, doing drugs, smoking, doing nonsense. If you ask her a question, she doesn't know her left and right. Same place.
Good,
They are there.
good. What you're
You
saying,
understand?
because the person has gone through that.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
life.
you may not know she's gone
Yes.
through that when you meet her in person until you engage. So what you are saying is the truth. You can't just go to anybody who doesn't have the experience of the cycle you find yourself and for an advice. Okay. On the other hand, too, you may meet somebody, he or she may have it, but until you engage in conversation. So I'll still go back to the fact that you should know somebody before you can talk to. Because if I had not had a conversation with a girl, I wouldn't have known that she had all those knowledge. But this woman who is being a feminist, there are certain things she will take it differently, but it still stands true. They are different too. Hey, they are IQ.
All my Facebook and social media fans,
They all
know
say you are feminist.
I'm proud of the brotherhood. I really talk for the men a lot.
Oh, feminists normally talk for us, but they wouldn't want to have anything to do with us. Or you don't know.
Hello. Okay.
Most of their friends are guys.
The relationship advice versus reality. Now
You
we've
run
spoken
away.
that we all believe that
You
motivational
don't know what's happening here.
seeking relationship counseling is very, very important. We believe that. But hello, do we think that these motivational speakers now are online, TikTok, near dear more more about relationship? Do we think that they really prove it enough, or they really treat? No, they bring certain topics and they will talk about it, and they are talking about effective communication in relationship now, dear. Do we think that they use the instances very well? Because I believe in using experience to teach. But sometimes, is it all experiences that can teach people, right? Because what they will experience will be kasa. To me, say obi nadio. Do you think those people, they are treating some of their topics well?
All lies or balls under your candle.
Wow,
Me listening and me knowing
you.
If I don't know you can come and talk about a lot of things about me. They will cheat you. So God doesn't like cheating. God doesn't like divorce. And you're preaching to people out there. But making the whole day you feel. I don't know about it.
So for
But
instance,
in the face of people, you're like, oh, look, Mama Jesus.
So for instance, me who or TikTok.
Use me.
For instance, Abeoku on TikTok, Wakase, hey, are you going through any broken heart? Hello. Do not force anyone. I've heard them say this a lot. Do not force anyone to be in your life. Do not force anybody. If they want to go, let them go. Not also so you're breaking up no one.
Me and you maybe I'm soup. Many girl no. Like I said, so you're leaving me. Miss come on, social media. Oh, this the making and you maybe I'm soup. By the eyes of people that I'm preaching.
If you want to let them go, let them go.
No, open
doors.
See,
that is the same thing that I keep on thinking about. The thing
Choose those who choose.
Motivational. Hey, and you Charlotte now and the Becca.
Okay, me too.
Oh yeah, no. Last time was it? And you can be any and but you know, say they had to divorce, like they had to break this thing 3 years, and even without no crown, Obama's son, if we feel, I think about 20 times. 20 times. Who ready are you now?
Communicate.
Who ready say you now? 20 times. No are free now be me answer but 20 good times. But what I keep on thinking is thinking about is also now Kase, do they treat things correctly?
Do they treat the topic
What
very well?
They don't do that.
Oh, kind of sad. If they want to leave, let them go now. I feel like they don't add instances. Instances where one, it's the male who offended me, and it's the female who offended the male. It's a sign to tell you come and apologize.
Exactly.
What's here? But who went men, especially men exactly. They love saying
The feminists are talking.
if they want them to leave,
The
let
feminists
them
are
leave.
talking.
Meanwhile, why you're there, you know very well that the lady didn't like it. In that moment, would you want to listen to that motivational speaker and let that precious go leave, or you go and apologize?
Why are you calling
Why
are you calling it a precious gold?
The tree.
Why are you calling it a precious gold? Because you're a woman.
That want to kick you in the balls.
Will it always come back if you've not done the right thing? So are these people really treating the topics they talk? Are they treating it
They
very well.
don't.
I think
They should use
some
instances.
I think some of them too, they have a target they talk to. They can't talk to everybody.
It's
And
not
you
big,
think
like I said, it
instances,
depends on
Instances, so
who
it's
now
definitely for some
wants you.
people, not everybody.
Instances in the crap. Are you sure say they are saying the right thing, the correct thing? They can throw that into. That's why they have been throwing that into our every time.
I cancel that thing that motivational speakers or relationship counselors have been saying online. And if the person is going, let them go near the end. Whoa, you because Ojara on man in court. But we'll catch your BDSA. If you want them to go, let them go.
Let them go.
It's instances.
Listen.
And I work as I can, yes, sir. It's you who is listening.
Yes.
So who who say, you know very well that you are rather at fault now.
Yes.
At that moment, that message is not yours.
But why are
So
you directing
it's-
everything to the Bema?
No. It's the individual.
That is what they will always do.
Individual.
That is what they will always do. You see, when Apostle released the press statement online, said, I better address everything online, say, Charlotte Osei.
Yes.
They were like, why would you do that? You are a man of God.
They
Why
were
would you do
chastising
that?
him.
But the old release is a statement, a different quarter, you buy, what we deal with you emotionally, not you're abusing them. Physically, you're abusing them. Even though a Diana crown, Moshe Benoit, yes, on Didi, not master bedroom, a home now, with Diana. What is going on? Even with the kids, me and Macron, you were trying to turn them against me.
It's in a Bible, Christ.
You see?
When send the fact.
Osoko.
Hey, stress your money, stress your.
Osoko.
That will be stress your.
Oh, they are a problem, like seriously.
Yeah,
seriously.
so sometimes
Are we to marry?
If you want
marriage
to marry,
is not for everyone. Even the Bible says.
if you want to marry, you can.
Yes, Paul did Paul get
yes,
married?
Paul.
Yeah,
exactly.
based on problems like this.
But we
that's
can-
why-
but we can have kids.
Yeah, you can have kids.
We can have kids.
Yes.
Charlie, can we have
Also,
kids?
ono ope onya
hello.
kranka.
No, did the marriage?
Can we have
The
kids?
Bible say that.
That's
That-
it.
that one.
Onya kranka nipa nkasa kranka in banga in kiyamale.
Hey.
There is some
Oh,
part in
he
the Bible
said,
that said that.
if it was up to him,
Yes.
yeah.
And kiyamale.
Also, we'll
We
stay
won't-
like abstain from certain things.
But
like that.
but
You see?
wait, too.
Mhm.
What's wrong with you? Our host.
Ah,
Why are you taking this whole thing
so
personal?
that means
That's
that
it. Now
marriage
the
is
thing has
not
become so
important.
personal.
If you are saying this, we can give birth.
Exactly.
It's not by force to get married.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh, but you see,
that. Tell you how
I don't know if I
married,
mentioned this the other day that we talked. The Bible actually says that when you have intimate sex with someone, even though someone worry crying, someone have you know, and you're bonny, the only time I bonny and say when you two know someone intimate and worry and you're bonny. But I mean, no, 3 years. Let me chew, crana and you're bonny. It is not a sin. Oh, when you mean,
Hey.
a bear bonny say you're intimate and worry.
I think you 3 years, no, then I just say worry.
Oh, BBA to me, say man,
Okay, I can also say, me treat for 20 years, but I can't worry. No, let me
Eti one of the bunny the enemy, but so phone when I say Ujana what they are.
Who are no batankanya bad though?
Or I would metro.
I will not promote. I will not promote. That.
It is not promotion.
You and Kasa, you not promote anything.
It is not promotion. It is a thing. And
not-
you see
you're
that
actually
whole
not
thing.
promoting
I think
anything.
it helps you know the one that you're dealing with because sometimes in a man they are afraid of the man's manhood and they cry.
But that's cohabitation.
Exactly. But you see, it is something normal.
But cohabitation is just like marriage.
Exactly.
The only thing is
It
you
is
not
very
perform the
normal.
right. That's all.
Mhm. Right.
You do everything together.
Right in the
Right now, I
right
swear.
in the-
Okay, what's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
What's
But
that?
yes. No.
We should cohabitate and swear
Exactly.
the right.
Don't swerve all the way. You know,
Hey.
once in a
No,
while.
but
do a
the
while.
truth
Once in
is,
a while,
no,
do-
Tio,
do-
there's no
Mhm.
right performance in cohabitation.
Exactly.
It
But
is if I'm doing cohabitation, that means my swearing right, no marriage right, no.
don't swipe. Not completely. You there?
There's nothing I know completely. If I'm cohabitating, it means my swearing.
Thank
That,
you.
Oba Wari answer,
Thank
wow,
you.
that's yours.
That-
I took that.
Thank you.
I took that
Yeah,
knowledge
no.
some years back. I think it didn't help me. So now I want to
Exactly. Me myself, it didn't help me. So
I
I'm not
think
doing
you
that
said
again.
you married before what?
giving birth. That is
No, like
I
you
think
married
hey,
before.
I'm not going right now.
Yeah,
Not even 1 minute.
Wait, you
Not even 1 minute.
No, what's my essay?
I said, that's one can say you can.
Yes, mama, but Charlie.
Are you a
Okay,
virgin?
as a caliber, so that's what I can call him.
Are you a virgin?
Oh no, he's not adding. Fine guy like that. Fine
I
guy.
am.
You're a virgin.
Ah, you said no. No, you said you are.
Oh,
Jesus
But
is Lord.
who is a virgin?
Yes, I am. Oh, that is true.
Obama-
Let's go back to what you asked, not this virgin. So
then.
So what?
Okay, Abeku, see, I don't want Lucia to intimidate you on the show.
yeah.
Because ideally, it's not right for Lucia to intimidate you. I want you to make
Bro
the,
to bro.
I want you to make the
You know,
brotherhood proud.
People will come to my
No.
Bro to bro.
I just want you to
Announcement.
make the brotherhood
Public
proud.
announcement.
Someone when a blogger will win tickets.
Oh no, but the truth of the matter is, if you are not a virgin, it's not a crime.
It's never.
At your age,
One in Ghana, I'm not.
that's all. Finish.
that's
Nobody
fine,
can
that's
nobody can sue you for the fact that you are. So when you've made the brotherhood
yes,
proud.
Yes,
That's all.
Yes, let's go.
And feminists are happy.
Aye.
Yeah.
The whole feminist thing there.
It's crazy, you see, I have some. Hey, I saw when we come in.
Please,
But
let's
you see,
not go. Let's not go.
the feminist thing.
Let's
We need
not
to
go
discuss
against the
someday.
whole topic. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what have we learned about relationship advices versus those realities when we listen to these relationship codes, advices, and that we can relate to some. There are some that you feel you can't relate. But above all, what have you learned from these people, these gurus, these experts who talk about or who try to counsel people?
But I don't know
What
any
have you
experts
learned
before.
from their advice and then versus reality? What have you learned from that?
As me, I have not learned anything from anyone because they will come and preach in their closed doors to do otherwise.
They don't do what they
They
preach.
don't do what they preach. So for me, what my brother said, you have to take your advice from your parents. I think
Exactly.
Trust me, or
They are the best people
They are
to
the
turn
best
to when you want
counselors.
advice and all that.
and the little you've
Parents
gone
are
through.
best counselors.
Of
The
course.
best.
The
What
best
you said,
relationship
The best.
counselors.
Of course.
what is happening nowadays? Even pastors crap who are.
But some parents too
you
can
come and say that
mislead you
you get
Exactly.
blood is passing through me.
Onye tabo oye nipa.
Me nipa.
Oye nipa. Ati ase onye tabo oye nipa.
Yes, so
But
Eh.
Abeku, do you know there was this thing in Chi? I must say, a foot in Sakra Nipa.
Aje
Ade
so.
Sensation. So the instruction they are talking about is your personal experience.
yes.
You don't need
I
somebody to
don't
advise.
When you go through
experience it,
them,
you know.
When you go through them, like you get
I
to
can't
be
talk about
be
it.
be that matured,
Yes.
right?
I don't
need to go
experience
to
it.
na ma go online data board the day say na ma to Charlotte to do na me say me the video. Why?
Obi say,
Or
I
you
won't do
won't watch Charlotte
No, I
Jones
won't watch
videos.
it.
Why? Because I still think, hello, please don't say I'm
Eh,
a
no,
feminist.
educational.
Don't say
no,
I'm
there
a
are certain things
feminist,
she
so-
says.
Yes,
It's
it's
nice.
That's why I'm saying, and you people here
No,
said
no,
that.
nobody's
It
saying that.
depends on-
Hey,
It depends on who
no,
is
wait.
listening.
She's
No,
good. I love
nobody's-
that woman.
nobody
Like,
said
I
that.
really love that. I
Come
love her
on.
personality.
Nobody said that.
But we are humans. Okay? We are humans. We you
Feminist
don't
for
have
Beku
fun.
Oh,
Watch it.
Charlie.
Feminist for Beku
Charlie.
No,
Yo.
say moja na FM kerosene for woman and I bet you.
Oil. Red oil.
So, makes my phone. So we shouldn't judge her.
No, nobody's judging her
Nobody
anyway,
is
at
judging
all. We are just analyzing the things that.
Yes. We are not perfect.
But I want to know this. What is the difference between I know say clearly Ubibeka said I'm not right in my senses, but Charlotte Odro, Reverend Charlotte Odro and Stacy Ojaba, what is the difference between the two when it comes to offices? Are they not the same people? Like, are they not teaching about the kingdom of God?
I have
After
never
all-
listened to
after all-
Ojaba before.
After all, you never done
I've
what?
never listened to Ojaba before.
Okay, but tab was in my okay there
I'm
on
not
your
even.
tab.
I'm not even.
One said, need any buy, you know. You're born a cheap. But Charlotte, the buy the year cassette. Oh, Bema Yanya, dear, okay. Why are we doing that? They are all portraying what the image of Christ.
And-
What I say, they are all doing the kingdom work.
Yes.
Or your friend a reverend. Yeah, a man reverend, nekeke. Meaning, say, we're passing through a certain, cultivation, no, about the Drew stage. But the same thing now, Ojaba Koye and the yes or no, the or yes of opinion. And then for him to see,
That
but
one
oye,
is
nipa.
human beings.
What you say?
Ojaba is
So
human.
I would like it if said the Ubia Samba e can Sape Pepe na ki can ubiso dia. Because we all know say what Charlotte was saying online and what we are seeing right now. No, there's a vast difference.
Yeah.
A huge difference. I say all kind book in the mouth. No go fear. Practical life na nkasa no akwa live no.
But we have doctors who will ask you not to drink because it's not good for your health.
But they are drinking.
But they always drink.
But they will drink. I know.
You know that.
But
I know.
manipa ni fa onim die na
But-
catch
but
man
it's-
man
so-
wa
so
also
you see,
say
exactly,
no fa.
you yourself,
Ne
when
gyae
you
omo.
drink now, how do you feel?
I'm not taking alcohol.
Oh no, like when the doctors tell them that alcohol is not
But
good.
you see, I also
Some
have.
people have problem, which is one of disorders, indiscipline. Some people have problem to discipline themselves, but they know the right thing.
Exactly.
So if they are telling you the right thing, you ignore the fact that they are making that same mistake. But if you really think what they are saying actually works for you or it will be good for you, just pick it up.
That's
A
it.
pastor says don't drink alcohol. It doesn't mean when I see my pastor drinking alcohol, doesn't mean alcohol is a, oh, let me drink it. I don't know, Charlie. He knows the right thing, but maybe someone and nipa na all too self no. On one to me discipline the home.
But ideal is not even in the Bible that you shouldn't take alcohol.
Exactly.
From Genesis to Revelation, it's not.
Yeah,
But-
I just.
well-
It's nowhere.
There's a classification of it.
It's classification, but there's
Yeah,
not
say
a
no,
restrict.
But mem.
Bible hasn't said that you shouldn't take alcohol.
Waka.
On kind.
No,
Or
but
say
mem,
no.
but
So that-
but tell the specific wine to drink.
One try a specific one.
Oh, bobe, what's in
One.
bobe?
Bobe,
Pray
then.
for Lord's Supper, please.
It's
No,
not-
communion wine.
Yes, let's get it well.
Yes.
Communion
Also,
wine.
no,
It's for
but
Lord's
mem,
Supper.
but-
I mean, different.
It's inside.
Lord's Supper,
I
no.
see your one Saturday or the kika. Inside the kika.
Bobi Nsano.
The na kika no.
Say, Bobi Nsano no see yemfa Lord's Supper.
Supper.
Patrol. Let's get it
And
right.
at the kika no yemfa mahwan.
One kase yemfa nyekeka bia mo bia.
You
But-
the kika no.
There-
You the
take.
kika, but you see.
This is the Bible. It's a written document. It still exists.
Yes.
So Bible no class me and Fabi Shemi be free. So when we are discussing the Bible, we should be a little bit careful.
Oh, I know.
It's only the communion and we'll make a specification to which wine that is supposed to be used for communion. You know, say bobinsa. In English, I think it's a sweet wine, non-alcoholic wine. That's the only specification. Aside that, the Bible has not specified any form of wine be any kind so be nom our Bible. It just says that, or the Bible just says that obetimi anom but memoro and as a man you know can be also meant to mountain time some huge thing. But all the Bible is saying is you can drink but don't get drunk. That's all.
But for the sake of
Sake
the
of
sisterhood, the brotherhood, the
Brotherhood, they will
newly found, the newly people who are in love, fresh, say, you know,
The Gen Z phone.
Gen Z phone,
You see a Gen Z class
including
woman, Gen Z
myself.
plus.
What can we tell these people? I think will be a VSS and wako university and we share the boyfriend fresh. Or someone just met the girlfriend fresh and they will want to be listening to these advices and all that. They will watch a lot of relationship memes, a lot of short reels, people talking about relationship and all that. Please, we all don't want them to fall into the same pit. What kind of words or what do we want to tell those people in terms of watching those videos, listening to those relationship advices?
I want to tell them that you can watch, but don't immerse yourself in whatever they say. Just take the little advice from your parents. That is it.
The parents are the best.
Yes.
Isaac.
First of all, you have to take advice from your parents because they are the best people to teach you everything. The second thing you have to do is you have to experience life yourself. If you still think, say, parents no money nyansa enough, some be too for now be tea.
I'm worried about that.
That's it. What's it still when I wouldn't tell parents are the second thing, best thing you can do is say experience it yourself. Because when you go through them now, after you know, back to your senses, then you get to know say what my parents said, like it was the first thing, like it was a truth. And with the ladies out there, I would like it, say Bianca mono more be a follow more and penny for a tea advice a few more because when the things that we do outside, you bet you are in per se in your kids one and man almost better it be go through the same thing. You understand? So yes, so it is best say first you listen to your parents or ubisia every union penny for a ho or mubia any nyansa mawa. So also mubia any nyansa mawa to you and also what you so or your ba umpokia so otoso so entino the open abeya chronicle experience it. A hona na be nyansa na e free. So that is what I have for them.
I think first and foremost, every individual should be ready for change. Okay, you should be ready for a change. And just as they've said, to me, the best advice from the parents. Even though some parents can also mislead you. You understand? Some parents can mess your life up like never before. So self-exploration is also important. Not to prolong my submission, let me make this quick one. I don't go out. I've not been going out since 2017. So this Christmas festive season, my guys were like, "Oh, Charlie, I eat my prayer, Yakofa Beach, night beach." Then we went to night beach. We're just sitting, and the waves was blowing up and down and blah blah. Then we saw some pretty two girls. I mean, who girls? Me crash and say, "Hey, no, so we decided to monitor them. Then, fortunately, unfortunately, one came, and that one knows my friend. So they're like, "Hey, it's been years. Why are you people sitting?" I said, "I'm gonna teach you." My guy was like, "You see this girl? She's like 19 years old, 18 years old. As you see her like that. She's a small girl, and now, yeah, so okay." So when we're leaving, then we heard somebody shouting my guy's name. Then we turned, and they were seated, a lot of them. So the girl came, and my guy was like, "What's up?" I said, "Oh, my name is Namfufo near Tihona. Who's some more corner? No, madam, what's up? So, yeah, be a sound. Tianka, Obeto Bibia Maya." And my friend was like, "Oh, yes, saying. Also, yeah, 11.
Hey!
We are 11. Back, we 11. Are you shitting me?" And my guy was like, "Into more pede. Oh, uncle, you're shisha,
Jesus.
Let me come to go with me now. Open shisha." And my friend was like, "Shisha, how much?" So back we are 70 Ghana. Then my friend or two about 200. So at least they can get like 3 or something. And here quite my guys, no. Or so koshe near girls in the year. So we went to sit. We're just sitting. Me, I don't smoke, I don't take alcohol, me be that. But most of my guys do. I don't have a problem. So smoke in the family, it makes me very uncomfortable. And here to hosa, they were not all seated together. Almost spread it. Jomuni nemusa, obi konya table bia, boys na no abem my hints. They be more follow. So when the shisha came, they gave hints. I think they were texting, and they kept coming. Before I realized, the whole seat was full, 11 indeed.
Okay,
Small girls. The grown-up woman and 19 years. 16, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18. And me, I have time. I was able to engage them. "Hey, you are pretty. How old are you?" "Me, I'm 18. And, hey.
What do you want to tell those young people?
SHS girls. Hey, it didn't end there. One became chrono buy no baby handkerchief. Vroom. Guess what it is? Weed. Road weed. Ntino, omofa weed na shisha we na that's no more dey atwe. Nti otwe shisha na no abowi na glu. Ba could be they were locking on more sre no. Say what we do no. What's we locking and collect omo fe pa. And this time I'm talking about was like 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Small girls. Wherever they come from, I don't know, be good bitch. What would the parents do about this? So I'm trying to say that the world has gotten to a point where parents no cry because at this time, I bet shock you about so me come down for you they are the beach. Okay, you could beach but and she won't time they are smoking weed, they are smoking shisha. So sad girls, you know what they need? They should go through when they hit. Your advice will never change them.
So the advice is they should.
The
go
advice
through.
is sometimes it's necessary the experience.
Yeah.
Trust me. You see those girls.
They will learn.
You can never advise them. 16 years and 17 years smoking weed. What advice can you give them? Boys beer. Now do no introduce you into it.
But that almost normal person almost seeking further advices are in that way too. They're seeking those advice. They might fall into a pit. What do you want to tell them when they are listening to?
They don't need advice. They are the advice themselves. I'm telling you. Her whatever will make her change her mind. She doesn't need anybody to tell her anything. She has experienced it.
Exactly.
It's either she gets sick or she gets a problem. And that problem alone is the advice. End of the road.
Exactly. It's true. For me, what I want to say is if you're looking at seeking a relationship advice or counseling from anybody, especially today, social media, it's everywhere. Everyone wants to speak. Look at the person you are listening to. Also, whatever message you are listening to or watching, know at what instances will that message or that advice help you in your relationship. Nipa now too. There are people who seek advice from the same people who are a married man who is actually wabesi upe. And no you know on himself or boyfriend. You are in an affair. Your boyfriend did something you don't like. You don't go to that same person, that sugar daddy don't go to sugar daddy for an advice. You won't get it. So just listen to the advice. Know how that advice can help. You know yourself. You know whether advice or the message goes to you or not. That's all for Freaky Friends today. We'll be back again with more interesting conversation. I know you loved it, so just subscribe and we will give you next interesting conversation and next episode. Thank you. Bye.